Live. All right. I'm definitely clipping that first part. That's definitely going up on like everything.
Fine by me, man.
But we have a really interesting topic today. I say this every week. It's always interesting.
Yeah.
But like,
it's like, oh, we had the most interesting topic. It's like whenever a new movie comes out, number one movie in the world.
number one movie in the world.
Number one book in the world. Number one
Harry Potter.
Number one music in the world.
Harry Potter soundtrack.
No. I don't think so.
So yeah, what movie are we covering today?
Violent Night.
Holy night.
Yeah, we're covering the one with the dude that played what's his face in Stranger Things, but also Hellboy, and also
He was in Hellboy?
he was the new Hellboy.
I did not know that.
The new one, not the one with Ron
David Harbour.
David Harbour.
Yep.
Hey,
So,
he was in Stranger Things.
Yeah, he was. What's his name in Stranger Things?
Hopkins. No, Hopper.
Hopper.
I was thinking of
I knew he didn't
Tompkins.
die at the end of season 3.
Who thought he died?
There was something in me. I was.
Anybody thought he really died in the end of season 3? You guys need to go get your earballs checked.
Get wrecked.
Yep,
Nerd.
NordVPN.
But yeah, no. I remember when we saw. I forget what movie we saw at the movie tavern.
That was that night. It was that.
No. I'm saying we saw the previews, and then the one night I'm like, yo guys, it's $5 movies. Let's go. And then we saw that. I think I coerced you to go out that night.
Coerced?
Coercer.
Yeah, so you were trying to get me to go, and I didn't really want to.
There's just a dog. Oh, sorry.
I didn't really want to go. And then you were like, "Yeah, come on, it's $5. I'll pay for your ticket. Come on." And I was like, "All right, I'm down." We get there, and yeah, it was a good time.
It was
Very comfy seats. Very easily to nap in.
Very. The one guy next to us was snoring.
Yo,
that was all I know is like they came in and we were not in the right seats anyways.
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't. I checked the tickets.
We were in the right seats.
Oh, well, either way, doesn't matter.
No,
it all worked out.
Because we originally were going to sit. I was going to sit next to who was there? Hunter.
Yeah.
I was going to sit next to Hunter, and then he was like, "No, we're this or this." So that's why I sat on the other side.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Well, it does matter.
But the family came in and they sat down.
Yeah.
And I watched this man go. I'm like, is he gonna fall asleep?
Dude,
and then
he was out like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then I heard. I'm like, no way, this man is snoring. And then what was funny was his wife. This happened a couple times. She would go, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, what the fuck? And she would. Like, it wasn't like a light tap. It was like a, yo, baby, I need you to get the fuck up. Like we have.
Yeah. Well, he was snoring, and I kept looking over, and everybody was crying. And then, just the whole night just went off the rails. You know, I don't know, because that was the
rails.
Night. Yeah.
Us.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Par for the course.
Especially last night.
Yeah. But yeah, it was an interesting movie.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good, and it was one of those things where it's not your typical like Christmas movie. You know, you have Santa Claus, you have all these people.
Yeah.
And yes, it's like it's not your Hallmark Disney situation type Christmas movie. It was like people are gonna get messed up.
The only thing that I didn't really like about it was like it never really took that like I thought it was going to be more of like a Deadpool kind of vibe where it's like, oh, it's portrayed as like a faux Christmas kids movie, and then it just turns super violent, super rated R, and it kind of just never did. It kind of stayed in that like gray area of like PG-13 rated R, you know. Yeah,
so David Harbour played Santa Claus, and basically the synopsis of this is from IMDb. It's an elite team of mercenaries to break into a family compound on Christmas Eve, taking everyone hostage inside. However, they aren't prepared for the surprise combatant.
So actually, the one dude, the one elf that was like the evil elf guy that was watching the family, like in the front of the fireplace.
Yes, yeah.
He was in another movie. I forget the name of it. It's one with Henry Cavill, and it was like a B movie. Like nobody really heard about it, I guess. Came out a couple years ago, and it is so good. Like if you want a psychological thriller, watch that movie.
What is it called?
I don't remember.
Oh,
but
we'll look it up when we're done this.
Yeah, when we were watching, I saw him, and I was like, oh my god, that's that same dude. And you know, it was like it just reminded me of that, but
yeah.
But yeah, the mercenaries took over the house, and I was like, all right, Cool. This kind of reminds me of like a mid 2000s kind of plot line.
Yeah, no, I would definitely would agree, and
know?
especially the way it started too. You know, Christmas is really hounded on Santa Claus. He's like 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
He's like this. People don't care.
What was a cool twist was how his backstory, where they made him a Viking warrior.
Yes.
And then he somehow got turned into Santa Claus. That was great.
Yep. Yeah. No, there was, and I have it written down here, like the different like plot lines and plot twists.
Yeah.
So it was funny what they did, and I really appreciated that it wasn't like your stereotypical Christmas movie. It was like you have some violence, you have some love, you have some suspense, you do have some like twists.
That's definitely going to be a new my yearly Christmas movie.
No, it was good enough for me to be like worth my time, worth my $5.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, yeah.
But it's definitely one of those things where I would watch around Christmas time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts out with him, not really wanting to do Christmas. People are ungrateful. His bad lists are growing. And he goes out and he's, getting hammered.
Yeah.
He's getting hammered. He takes a piss off the side of the sleigh, all that kind of stuff. So you're like, okay, Santa's going off the rails here. Santa really is not becoming. He's falling asleep on me now.
Sorry. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. And then he lands at this house.
Yes.
Lands at this house. And it is the why am I blanking? The Lightstones house.
Well, the whole reason why he got in trouble because he fell asleep on the Easy Boy or the Lazy Boy.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's like,
yep. Yeah. So he gets there. He falls asleep in the Lazy Boy, which is like this, massage chair. And this is when people decide to ruin Christmas.
Yeah.
For these wonderful people.
They bust in like a bad habit. Boom, 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 boom.
And it wasn't like a small compound either. Like it was.
No.
They had like a whole guy that was working the front.
Yeah. The dude died. What was his name? Something. Joffrey. No. Carlos. No. Craig. No. Timothy.
This man's gonna go through the entire dictionary of names.
Aaron. No. Aaron. No. Alvin. No. I don't know what his name was. But he was nice.
Yeah, he was cool.
And then
he did get shot.
You know what though? It kind of had it reminded me kind of like a mix between the pacifier and
yes.
And,
you know what? I would agree with you. Yeah.
And Home Alone, in a way.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Actually, that makes sense because when at like the one point in the movie, which we'll get to, the one girl does like a Home Alone scene. Yeah. So once he. Oh, dude, it was bad. So as this is going, you have this rich family. The grandmother, which I wrote down here, is Gertrude Lightstone, which is played by Beverly D'Angelo. And Gertrude, she is this big producer. You see her in one of the first scenes that you see her. She's like yelling at some guy on the phone. Your stereotypical like Hollywood, big buff. And then this is when the mercenaries start coming in. They've already encapsulated the whole place. They've come through all the secret doors and entrances and all that kind of stuff. And you find out very quickly that Gertrude is not the greatest person because she stole all this money. And she has it hidden in her basement in the big vault.
Yeah.
So they're looking for the big vault. And they have the entire family hostage. But what's wild is they killed her entire staff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, totally. They were just bop, 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 mop, mop, mop.
I mean, is that how it was happening in the movie? Bop, 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 mop, mop, mop.
Well, not exactly.
Bop, 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 bop to the top.
Something, your inhibitions.
Something.
I need to watch that movie again. I'm joking. Never would I do that.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you see what I mean now. It's all proof. It's proven right there. It's proof that I'm not crazy.
What do you mean?
I'd be telling people.
I'm going to cut it out. You're going to see it. No. You know what's funny? Is like, if I ever did cut that out, they just do like a re-upload. Why is this one 30 seconds longer? And then it's just like the entire thing's black.
Yeah.
Except for the 30 seconds. Matt, what happened to no editing and
what happened,
keeping things
yeah.
honest? But yeah, so they just mop every single person. And this is when Santa kind of has this like, yo, I have to get out of here. I'm going to do like whatever I can to like just save myself.
Yeah, but then of course because people shot the roof, like they shot the ceiling, the reindeer got scared and they flew away. So now Santa's stranded in this big ass house.
Mind you, he was like drinking.
Yeah, he was hammered. He was hammered, and so he's like, you remember, what was it? He was like, he was like sneaking around or whatever, and then like, he's trying to get out, and then what did he do? He was in like he was trying to go out one door, then the people were coming in with the guns.
Yes.
Oh, dude, like, okay. My whole thing though is like, if he is like, I don't know. Just that whole scene, I was just kind of like, yeah.
Wait, which one?
Where he was like, he's like running away from the people and all. I was like, I kind of wanted him to be more of like
a badass.
Yeah, like more of like a John Wick kind of like.
Well, that's what I thought he was gonna be. He turned into that later on,
sort of,
when he had that whole vision of him being like a berserker.
I thought it was gonna be more like a John Wick kind of thing.
So did
He's
I.
just gonna be like, all right, motherfucker, like but no, of course not.
Yeah, and it is kind of messed up, but I did like how they took some things. Which I do think it's cool that he wasn't like an OP character in the beginning, because it's like you have this washed up Santa who's doing this for years, he's getting tired of it, and then you have these mercenaries who are just have one goal, is to get all this money.
Well, can we just talk about something really quick? Why is it that every Santa Claus movie, my dude lands at a house, something unfortunate happens, whatever, at the end of the movie, he's always seen flying away. Why would he not just go to the next house?
Oh yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah, like why does he have to fly away? Where does he go? Like if he's delivering presents, why did he have to? You know what I mean? Because he's never the first house. It's never. You know what I mean? Maybe it's in alphabetical order?
That doesn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense for Santa Claus to like.
Maybe it's in alphabetical order by name. So like maybe he has to go to like Brazil and then Colombia and then Tampa Bay and then East. Whatever.
I forget who did it, but there's like an actual like not a study, but like they broke it down. Even if he spent no more than like a second or two in each house, it'd be physically impossible for him.
But he's Santa.
Yeah.
You can't put science compared to magic because this dude is just.
It doesn't matter.
The dude is magical.
Okay.
So
right. What is it, like freeze time?
Maybe. You don't know. Maybe time to him is perceived differently.
Oh shit! Actually, I didn't peep that.
Yeah. Time is just a construct.
When did you figure out Santa wasn't real?
What?
What?
What's that now?
Nothing.
Nah,
Do you believe? You believe? You believe?
Do I believe the sky is blue?
No. I'm saying like you believe. You like. Who brings you your presents?
Santa.
Yep.
Isn't that not common knowledge?
No, it is.
All
it
right,
is. It is. Yep.
Like what are you gonna say next? Oh, the Easter Bunny is not real either. Oh. Yeah, okay, pal.
Well, guess what?
Well, you know what? Where am I getting my money and my? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
You know, bunnies don't.
You physically can't put money. People can't put money into eggs. So, you explain that to me. Explain that one.
Oh no.
Right. Oh. Let me get this straight. Let me guess. Like the Tooth Fairy. Yeah, wasn't really a Tooth Fairy. Yeah. Okay. You explained the $10 under my pillow.
You got $10,
dude. Me and the Tooth Fairy be going way back, man. So, what are you gonna?
You were a child. If you guys are going way back, bro, I'm worried about you. She's got pedophilia written all over her wings.
No, the Tooth Fairy, man. Just But yeah. So what were you saying? You're talking about Santa Claus. He's not real.
No, he's real. He's real. Don't even worry.
Yeah.
We're just gonna move on.
Okay.
Anyways,
it's weird that you would.
It is weird. It is weird. Well, you saw him in the movie. So
no, I know. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm just literally saw him in the what. I just don't understand. Okay. This guy.
Santa's real, guys.
Duh. Okay, why do you keep saying it like people think he's not?
Okay. Anyway, well, you saw in the movie. I'm just going to get back to the flashback.
Why do you keep saying it like, do you think people think he's not real? Everyone except for you knows he's real.
All right.
Take a poll on Twitter or something, and people will be like, yeah, he's real, for sure.
All right. We'll do a poll on Stuttering and Sounds today.
All right. Do it.
Cool.
All right.
Anyways.
You'll see.
So as it all continues, Santa is now kind of protecting the house. Well, not really protecting the house, but he's just kind of getting himself out, beating up these bad guys. And then the daughter has a walkie-talkie.
Well, the daughter, because we skipped over the main character. So the main character is Santa Claus. But the side main characters, the secondary characters are
Jason Lightstone.
yeah, they're
Oh no, I lied right to you.
okay, it doesn't matter. They're the son of the grandmom or the mom or whatever, the rich lady.
Yeah, Jason Lightstone. I was right.
Is trying to just rekindle his marriage or his whatever. He has a daughter with this lady. They're not together anymore, but to be like one family, they're going over to the mom's house, the compound, to celebrate or whatever. And then he's got to quote. This is going to quote unquote be his last time seeing his mom, and because he's going to move away or whatever. And then so he has his daughter there, and to to appease her, he gives her a walkie-talkie that is a magical walkie-talkie that can talk to Santa Claus. And of course, it's not real because Santa doesn't use walkie-talkies, so he only uses like AirDrop and FaceTime and that kind of thing. I would know. So
yeah, right. I forgot. You know, old Saint Nick like that.
Yeah,
you guys are.
We're homies.
Yeah. So once she has that, later on, he then gets a walkie-talkie from one of the guys that he kills.
Yeah.
With the mercenaries, and now she's actually talking to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And he now has this sense of purpose to protect that house and like save them and do all this kind of stuff and get them out of it because he's good old Saint Nick.
How terrifying would it be if you gave your daughter a walkie-talkie and you have the other one like off upstairs and she's talking and you hear someone go, "Hey," like from the other line.
I'm launching that thing 6 feet.
Wow, that
into a wall.
Yeah, 6 feet. That's real far.
It's real far, real long. Honestly, 3 inches would have been
too far.
3 inches would have been like a perfect length.
It's kind of
Anyways, so now Santa is trying to help them out. He's like, I'm gonna help you out. He's being Hopper, kind of from like Stranger Things, like being that dude. And then as this is going along, they are realizing that there is a Santa in the house.
Yep.
And they are going to come and mess with him.
They think he's like a mall Santa.
Yes.
They don't think he's actually Santa because I don't. It's a shock for everybody when you first meet him, but.
Yep. Especially when you met him a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
And as this is going along, they are realizing that he is slowly taking out their men, and it's now becoming apparent he's a problem. And as this is kind of protruding throughout the story, they end up tracking Santa down into this like warehouse situation thing. Yeah. And this is what you were talking about before, where he's surrounded, and he has this flashback of him being a Viking. Yeah. And he has this hammer.
Yep.
Not like Mjolnir.
Yeah, but it's like what do you call it?
Sledgehammer?
No, but didn't he call the hammer something?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but he did have like a name for it. Or was it like Smasher or something?
Yeah, it was like Skullbreaker or something.
I think that's what it was actually. I don't know. But he has this whole flashback of him.
Dude, Smasher.
Yeah, he has a whole flashback,
Man,
and then he just. Well, he does turn into John Wick kind of in that scene.
Kind of, but then, because he has like all these crazy tattoos. I have something in my eye.
Santa's dust.
I haven't even seen him in a while, bro.
Get fucked. So he has this John Wick kind of ish moment with all these like crazy, weird, wild tattoos.
Where he's like putting on his costume again. He's like, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yep. So he's now officially that dude in the movie. Yeah. Old Saint Nick is no longer Saint Nick. So as this is kind of happening, he's talking to the girl, and eventually you find out that these guys are here for all this money that she was supposed to send to I think some kind of country or whatever it was, or some promotional thing. Was like what, 300 million or 30
something
million?
like that,
yeah. And she had it in this vault. Yeah. So now they're trying to break into the vault. And this is where some of the other plots kind of trickle in. Okay. So one of the bad guys that you were talking about, that Mad Elf that was watching them, goes, "We're gonna open gifts." He's just being like being like kind of like a Joker-ish type character type dude, and he makes them start opening gifts. And then the grandmother, Gertrude, she opens the gift from her son, Jason.
Yeah.
and she reads this note.
Yeah.
She smiles, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Puts it in her her shirt or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of interesting. Now, when the guys break into the vault,
Yeah.
they don't find nothing. There's no money in there.
There's no money. $0.
Yes. And then
No mas.
no mas dólares.
No.
Yes.
No mas. No mas Dolores.
Dolores is my grandmother, believe it or not.
No mas pesos. Right?
No.
Pesos.
Paco
Baño.
Baño. So as this is happening, they're realizing the money's not there.
Yep.
And now Jason, you find out later,
Yeah.
took the money.
He did, and that was the whole purpose. Was he took the money and he was going to like a slap in the face to his mom, like I stole the money, I'm dipping. He was supposed to, but she was supposed to read it the next morning when Christmas happened or whatever.
Yep.
And it was just one of those things where like she kind of like it was impressed that he was able to do that.
That she took what's his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of cool seeing like he was like there was like no money in there. But then what was like and then the side plot is like this like overarching plot is like you have her security guards that like it's like a SWAT team, like a SEAL team.
Yep.
That she just has on payroll that like come through and they're supposed to like liberate them and everything. And then the entire time they're like building up to it, and then finally they're like, "All right, man, let's gear up and head out." And then they leave, and then you realize when they get there, they're actually in on it too. And
this is what was wild was I didn't think I was starting to think that these main characters, even like the annoying ones, had like plot armor. Nah. So the annoying douchebag, the I think it's the husband or the boyfriend to the one daughter, Alva, her name is.
You know who would have made a better Santa Claus? Steven Seagal.
Really?
I'm not just Santa Claus. I'm Saint Nick, man. Dude,
or like Joey Diaz. You cocksuckers. Get on your knees and suck my.
No. Yeah, right.
Did you know he's not a good dude?
Oh yeah, he's terrible human being.
Anyways,
so talk.
This guy, Morgan Seal, he ends up he frees himself, runs away to go get help.
Yeah.
Gets mowed down by these guys that are supposed to liberate them.
Yep.
This is when you realize that they're in for a
They're
treat.
bad guys.
Yep.
Plot twist.
Yep. This is plot twist number 2. So as this is all kind of culminating, Santa is just being an absolute badass.
He got shot.
Yeah. Well, took down a lot of
He
dudes.
got shot.
Now, during this whole thing, these guys find the daughter that was able to run away and hide.
Right.
Now, do you want to talk about this one? Because this was wild. This was literally some Home Alone shit.
She was up in the attic, and like the whole family's down in the living room being like held or whatever. She's up in the attic, and she literally pulls a Home Alone, and she's like setting booby traps and like they're. It's kind of cool because like the one booby trap like didn't work, and the people are like, "Oh yeah, let me just step on this giant nail," because But then ironically, the guy ends up having to step on the nail because like. Something else happens, and then
it was the one thing on the ladder.
It was like one of the rungs on the ladder like snapped, and he stepped on it anyway because like the
and it went through his.
It went through his chin, and there was another one where the person ahead of him was going up the ladder, and they open the thing, and there's just like bowling balls rolling at her, and she like moves out of the way, but then they just come right down the hole, right onto this dude's face. Just smacking him up in the face.
It was immaculate.
It reminded me a lot of that was like a Home Alone kind of thing.
No, it was. Well, because she was
dead.
like she talked about doing that.
He would be dead.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think he would have been dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least like incapacitated.
And even like the woman, like she was up there and she got stuck on like all this like sticky goo stuff. Things were getting launched at her.
All right, let me ask you this: if you're alone, let's say you're alone here, and you have to protect yourself from these like robbers coming in. What do you do?
I would.
I'm taking butter knives and I'm just spinning in a circle.
He puts on like Heelys and he's just feet up, toes pointing to the air.
But imagine if you like were a robber and you broke into someone's house and you just see a 6'3", 265-pound man with Heelys and butter knives in a circle, just going, just spinning, going, yeah. I think I would have to leave. I think I would just.
I might spin with you. Could you just imagine?
These guys are actually chill, bro.
Chill like that, bro.
You chill like that, bro.
But no, like I don't know what I would do. But I mean, the girl was very what?
I don't know why. I just had a
what?
Thought of you just straight eating yourself off the top.
They come in, I'm out that window. Nah, bro, I don't want to be here anymore.
Off the top, just at them, just a line of defense. They break in the front door, you just come down. Oh, that'd be terrifying.
I mean, they want to be. They're coming up the stairs. I see their guns down. And go wee.
You just start rolling.
Snap my neck. Fail. The GTA wasted.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So now they are fighting the mercenaries, and then the other mercenaries that were hired to help them are all getting messed up.
They're all getting killed. Sliced and diced.
Yeah, so now they're all shooting at the other guys. They found the money. They have the whole thing. They threatened to kill the family. They showed where the money was. And now the mercenaries find what they want. They find the money.
Yeah.
Santa Claus comes to.
Yep.
He's ready to rock and roll.
He was incapacitated.
And he gets up, hops on not a jet ski, a snowmobile. And you go to the big battle, the big boss man.
Yep.
And now they're at this like house type deal thing, and he's murking bulls, and I forget he beats the one guy because they're doing this like ice dance battle thing.
Yeah. And
he beats the one guy, and he's like, yeah. And then the one dude gets up or shows up and just shoots him.
What one dude?
Well, you know what I'm talking about? He just like he pulls up and just shoots him.
Who?
I forget his name. I think it was the Mr. Scrooge. You know what I'm talking about? He
bad guy.
Yeah, he like beats like the big mercenary. He's getting sliced, diced, shot or whatever, and then he literally just shoots him.
Yeah.
And then
he gets shot up in his shots.
Yeah, and then you have your stereotypical Hallmark.
Yeah. We have to believe in him to bring Santa back.
Yep.
And then all the adults are like, I believe in him, I believe in him, I believe in him. And then he's like, I'm awake, I'm alive, now I know. Sorry, that's a Skeleton song.
You know what bothers me about that in every movie?
What?
Like the movie like Claus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about with
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. It's like you were seeing a man with reindeer in the air on a sleigh.
Yeah.
You watched it.
Yeah.
And you don't like believe. And here's the other thing that's really bothered me with those movies. If Santa exists, you see he exists in the movie.
What do you mean if?
No, okay, so what I'm saying is you see Santa, right?
Yeah.
You see Santa in the movie, right?
Yeah.
And he's delivering gifts.
Yeah.
So obviously these parents aren't buying these gifts, right?
Right.
So someone, i.e. Santa Claus,
yeah,
is putting these gifts in their house under their tree every single year.
Yeah.
Do parents not go, oh man, Santa Claus exists?
I have a question though. Oh yeah, I have a question about Santa Claus.
Okay.
What if? Okay, wait, whoa. I'm about to bust this theory wide open. Ready? If Santa's magic and he can get a kid whatever they want, right? If they're on the nice list. What if a kid wished for like infinite knowledge?
Greta Thunberg?
No, but I'm saying like, what if they wished for like infinite knowledge? Could he deliver that?
I don't think so.
He'd have to.
I think,
or else he's not. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just toys. I think it's just toys.
I don't know, man.
I think it's just toys.
No.
Is that what you asked for Christmas?
No.
Get wrecked.
I should though.
I don't think I would want infinite
I don't think I'm on
knowledge.
the nice list though anymore.
Why not? Is it all those mercenaries you took out, but because
Yeah.
you killed, you're against it? Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Well, we had a deal, and he was like, no more, and and I was like, all right, but then some stuff popped off, and I had to,
Jason Bourne it.
lay down the law.
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Oh, Jason Bourne, my God. Wait, Jason, wait, what is it? Oh my God, wait. Oh my Bourne.
It's Jason God.
It's Jason God.
But you see what I mean, though, is like every movie, they're looking at Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He has the gifts.
Yeah.
He just told you what you wanted for Christmas.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Right.
But people still don't believe. Like I feel like if some dude, like, okay, if I never knew you, right, and you pull up to me and be like, yo, Matt, you wanted this for Christmas, and I watch you get into a sleigh and fly away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, just in general.
You know how trippy that'd be?
Yeah. Yeah. Or like, do people not realize that like gifts are just showing up at your house
Okay, but
every year, and they don't believe in Santa Claus?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just never makes sense to me.
So what happens if you're on the naughty list? Do you really get coal? Because if I got coal, I'd
Want to know a funny story?
freak out. I'd make it my mission to kill Santa Claus.
No, bro, listen. I was 12 or 13, and my grandmother thought it was a funny joke.
Yeah.
My mom did not like this. My dad thought it was funny, but my grandmother and my mom got into it. She put coal, like fake candy coal, into our stockings.
Right.
And she put it on top of the stuff and took some stuff out. So we come down. You always open the stockings first. That's what we always do.
Yeah.
And we all saw coal.
Yeah.
Tears. Or we were younger than that. And my mom was like, "What the fuck? What is this?" And it was a big massive fight because everyone was just like, "What is going on? Oh my God!"
Nice.
And yeah, I thought it was a funny story.
Yeah.
But nah, dude, it was kind of messed up because my mom and her got into like a big fight. I don't know why I did that. My mom and her got into like a big fight, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I really thought I got a coal. Turns out I went to lick it late.
Why would you lick coal?
It was candy coal.
You didn't know that.
No, she told us it was candy coal.
You didn't know that. You thought it was real. You were like, you let the intrusive thoughts win.
Did you know how many intrusive thoughts I have during?
You were like, oh.
I did. No, but like she said it was candy.
You didn't know it was candy, man.
No, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I knew it was candy.
No, you didn't.
Because it glistened a little bit. And I went, oh, man, I'm putting that on my tongue. I'm putting that on Matt. Bro, I got to stop this shit. And I literally went, I'm like, oh, that slapped harder than a Southern mom and her kids.
You got to stop talking like you know what you're saying.
The Southern moms slapped their kids very hard.
You didn't have a Southern mom.
I know.
Okay.
From fucking Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah, I know.
But no, all in all, I do think it was a really good movie for a Christmas twist.
It's one of those movies you put on where you just put it on and then like it's like we should do that. We should do like a it'd be cool to do like a movie night like before Christmas or around Christmas. Be like, get everyone together, put a movie on. Like that would be like a movie you'd put on for that.
Yeah, no.
You get everyone together, you vibe out.
123movies.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I actually would really be down. But yeah, no, it's a different movie instead of watching Elf or Claws.
They're all good movies.
They are.
It's just how many years in a row? Like, are we gonna?
And then it's like I know I forget who used to do the 25 Days of Christmas. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what network did that.
Oh,
but you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God! You know what I just realized?
What?
We're gonna be like 90 years old, and our kids are gonna be like. So think about this: Elf, to us, is going to be like a Christmas Story or a Christmas Story was to our parents, and it's going to be like how a wonderful Christmas was to our grandparents.
Holy shit! you know what's wild?
Oh my God!
I always thought about this. We're gonna look back, all these movies and all this kind of stuff that we've done for this podcast, or just movies in general.
Yeah.
And to us, it's considered cutting edge because of the fact that like years ago they used to be black and white.
Yeah.
And they didn't have CGI. And we see movies in 4K, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what it's going to be like in like 40 years.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it,
it's probably going to be something to do with like I
a
would
VR
imagine
experience.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something to do with like immersion. Like,
do you think the theaters are going to like
oh yeah
be done with?
I think what's going to happen is you're going to have movie theaters like Movie Tavern and IMAX and stuff. That, I think it's going to be like one of two things. They're either going to have select theaters that literally you're going to have VR headsets and like immerse you in whatever movie it is, or in DC where you go into that big bubble room, the dome room, and you watch the Constellation movie thing, and you see the stars and all.
Oh, planetarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be like that, where you're going to go like, let's watch Avengers 75, and then you sit down, and it's going to be like, you're going to be like, you know what I mean, kind of like immersed by it, or like, I don't know. I think it's going to be something.
Well, they do that. They at the planetarium in Reading. My grandmother used to do that. At the Reading Museum, that has some really good stuff there. Actually, it's a pretty cool museum. They have a whole night thing, and like they have a.
I thought I've only ever been to the Reading Museum.
Never heard that joke before. Hey, my grandmother lives in Reading.
Negative.
You mean Reading? Reading? But yeah, so they do have some cool stuff in planetariums.
Well, no, but I'm saying like I think in a couple of years, like by the time we're middle aged, it's gonna be something like that. I would assume.
I could see that.
I think like movie theaters, like drive-in movie theaters were like a thing of the past. I think what if movie theaters are gonna be like that, or it's gonna be like a thing where. Like, maybe Wally had it right, dude. Maybe we're going to get, like, hovering chairs that we just sit down, put a headset on, and then, everything is on that headset. Like, imagine that. Imagine you put on a headset, and literally, you wake up, you sit in your little hover chair thing, you put on a headset, and it is as real as you and I are sitting next to each other.
See, I wouldn't be opposed.
You go to work, you do your job, you do whatever you want. You look however you want because it's like your Bitmoji, like your anime character. You go and do whatever you want. You go to work, everybody's beautiful, everybody's hot, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're done, and then when you want to, you just, and then you're back to the real world where you're a fat loner, and because the world is like a dystopian wasteland. I
think I do have some hope in humanity where movies are still going to be a thing. Socializing is still going to be a thing. I think there's going to be a turning, but we'll see.
I don't know.
If that's it, Gavin.
If that's it, that's it.
All right.
If that's it, then that's that.
To a naughty night.
To a violent naughty.
Right. Violent.